Hey, what's up you guys? My name's Ed. We're going to be installing a trailer hitch, Draw-Tite part number 76070 on a Jeep Patriot. Let's go ahead and get this vehicle prepped up for the hitch install.
You will need the tools seen here to complete this installation.
Getting the vehicle prepped, we're going to need to take the lower bumper fasteners loose and down. We got the first one here, second, third, fourth, one down at the end over here. That'll allow us to get some flexibility out of the bumper fascia. Okay, these are two-piece fasteners. There's a base and a center piece. I'm just going to take a flathead screwdriver and I'll wiggle out the center piece from the base, and that'll allow the whole piece to come out. I'll just set that aside and go ahead and do the other fasteners. So, okay, last one here. Okay, now before we lower the exhaust, I'm going to go ahead and put a strap up here and secure it so that it doesn't break when it comes down or knock somebody in the head. So just going to take a locking strap here. Find a solid place to secure it to. Looks like this cross member here would work well. Okay, that'll be enough to catch it as it comes down. Now we'll go ahead and take the rubber exhaust hangers loose. I'm going to go ahead and take some soapy water and use some exhaust pliers to get this hanger loose and off. If you don't have any exhaust pliers, you can go ahead and use like a pry bar, or you can just force it off with your hand if you need to. Okay, we got our passenger side loose. We'll go ahead and do the driver's side. Again, we're going to spray with some soapy water here just to get it to come out a little bit easier. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring the exhaust down slowly. The more room that you have in between the exhaust and the lower fascia here, the better. So okay, now that we have the exhaust lowered, we're going to go ahead and take the heat shield down. We have 4 nuts on body bolts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to be using a 11mm socket to get them down. They come out pretty easily. I'm just going to spin with my hand here. Okay, with all 4 removed, it'll just drop right down. Set that aside and install after putting the hitch in place. The next step is we're going to notch out a piece of the rear fascia here so that the hitch can fit up nice and snug in here. To do that, we have to get the hitch up into place first so that it gives us a guide of where to mark and cut. Getting the hitch up into place, we have 2 attachment points on the inside of the driver's side frame and inside of the passenger side frame. The hitch will line up with the frame holes. They're going to go on the outside of the hitch, like that. Before I get the hitch up here, just want to point out we have a canister here that we do not have to take down. The hitch just angles up and over and gets bolted to the attachment point here, and there's one more towards the rear here as well. Again, Gonna angle the hitch up as much as we can. The receiver will be pointing down towards the ground. Just gonna take our bolt here, go through the most forward hold. Okay, we got our passenger side in. We'll do the same on the driver's side. And we're just doing the most forward bolts. Okay, now we have the hitch hung. It is angling down towards the ground still, just because we have those most forward bolts attached, not the rear ones. Now we're going to go ahead and rotate up until we hit the bottom of the bumper fascia. This is going to tell us our marking points for cutting. So I'm going to take a marker here. Just mark the edge of the end of the receiver on both sides. And we're going to go ahead and cut up to the second tier here. So I'll take some tape it up, then we'll take a utility knife and just notch it out. Okay, now we're just going to check our lines to make sure we're square here. I'll go ahead and make my adjustments. So I need to come over just a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Again, just take our utility knife, cut all through the inside of the tape edge here. You're not going to get it on the first cut. It's going to take a few swipes. We're just digging it as we go. Typically I'll use a saw, like an air saw. Just cutting this out makes it nice and quick, but for the purpose of the video, not everybody has an air saw, so we're just using a utility knife here. Again, just take your time, be safe about it. It'll take several swipes, but you'll get a nice clean cut once you're done. Okay, just kind of twist it out of there. Swipe off the edges here, take our tape off. Raise your hitch up into position just like that. Okay, now that allows us to level out up into the frame and put the most rear bolt in on the driver's side and passenger side. So this vehicle was in an accident, so we had to kind of modify this fascia here. You can see where it was pushed in, but that's not going to stop us from putting this hitch on. We'll keep going at it until it goes in there. So I think what I'm going to do is take these rear bolts out, and I'm going to make another little notch here, because the way this bumper is pressed into the driver's side frame here, it's causing us some issues here, but not a big deal. We'll just lower the hitch down again, make a small little notch so it's deeper up into the fascia, and then we'll be able to get pushed back up and line up that very last hole there. So, okay, now for our custom fit cut here because of the accident. I'm gonna, for the purpose of the video, to make it faster, I'm gonna be using an air saw here. It'll just cut through it a lot quicker. Okay, we got our custom cut made for the hitch here into the bumper fascia. We have our bolts through the frame and then through the hitch. Now we just need to put our hardware through. We're going to start with the conical teeth washer. And you can see that it has teeth that will contact the hitch for gripping purposes. We'll go ahead and start putting these on first. Slides right over the bolt. Get our most rear one here. We'll go ahead and screw the nuts onto the bolt. Okay, now we'll go ahead and do the exact same thing on the driver's side. Again, we're making sure that the teeth on the washer are contacting the hitch. Put our two nuts on the bolts here. Okay, we got those guys nice and snug. We'll go ahead and grab a torque wrench, 22mm deep socket, a 7/8 inch box wrench. We'll set our torque wrench to 100 foot-pounds. Get these guys torqued down. Okay, we'll just keep tightening until we hear that click. Just like that, it'll let us know we're at 100 foot-pounds. Go ahead and do the driver's side. There we go. Okay, that's our last click. We're all at 100 foot-pounds. Okay, now we're raising the heat shield back up. I'm gonna line up the 4 holes with the body studs here. Perfect. We'll get our nuts back on the studs. Okay, and I'll take my 11mm socket, tighten them back up. Just snug is good. Okay, now we can raise our exhaust back up. At the passenger side hanger first. Okay, let's go ahead and put our driver's side hanger back on. Just like that. We'll remove our strap. Okay, and that's going to do it for mounting our hitch. Now let's go ahead and put our body fasteners back in. Try to get the holes lined up best we can here. Push our centerpiece back in. Okay, now that we have our body fasteners and fascia fasteners back in place, this is our hitch. We have a 2-inch receiver rated at 4,500 pounds. Gross trailer weight, 675 pounds tongue weight. Let's go ahead and get the vehicle down and get some measurements for you out to the bumper here and to the ground. That'll help you select the correct ball mount or bike rack needed to get past your bumper here. From the 5/8 pin and clip hole to the rear edge of the bumper is 6 inches. From the end of the receiver hitch to the rear edge of the bumper is 3 inches. From the ground to the top of the receiver tube is 15 inches. Have fun, be safe. Thank you for watching our video.
To learn more about the products seen in this video, or to schedule an installation by a U-Haul Hitch professional, visit us online today at uhaulhitches.com.